I'm going to stop by the local Harley-Davidson dealership. No, I don't need another t-shirt, but we've got the Vietnam veterans Run for the Wall, their annual Run for the Wall. It's a ride where literally several thousand Vietnam veterans ride from different points across the country to Washington, D.C., to the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall. And the group from the southern route will be coming through this afternoon. We'll be escorting them into the Harley-Davidson dealership, and with the southern group, I think there's going to be between 400 or 500 motorcycle riders, and we'll be escorting them into the dealership. They'll all be crammed into this dealership. This is Chattanooga is one of their stops on the ride every year. So going to touch base with our Harley-Davidson dealership, with the folks there, try and confirm exactly when they think they're coming in, so I can plan for my guys when we come in. And it looks like they've already got the party started, getting ready. So really cool thing, supporting our Vietnam veterans. And not only do we have a patriotic town, but we got a patriotic dealership here in Chattanooga. Some good folks here at the Thunder Creek Harley-Davidson. So we're going to swing by here, chat with these folks, and make sure we're good to go. I'd love to say that the entire Chattanooga Police Motor Squad is on the way to escort the Run for the Wall, which is a ride of about 500 motorcyclists, Vietnam veterans, on their way to Washington, D.C. But unfortunately, half our guys are out on training, personal days, so on and so forth. So I've got 3 whole motors and 1 car coming. Love to have more, but that's all we got right now. But no, we're on our way to escort the Run for the Wall. Kind of a cool event. It's a bunch of Vietnam veterans riding to Washington for to honor their brothers that were lost overseas in Vietnam in what was considered to be an unpopular war. Because the war itself was unpopular, a lot of these veterans were treated the same, and which is a shame and a blight on our country. So anything we can do to support the veterans that fought in that unpopular time, you know, I'm all for it. All I gotta say is I sure hope they're running late. Let some of this traffic clear out. Seeing a bunch of them in small groups. It's gonna be a minute coming back. It's a jam up! One thing I don't like about this ride is they schedule the Chattanooga stop right around rush hour, and makes me nervous for the 500 motorcyclists back there riding in a group.
Not bad traffic for Chattanooga. Maybe they put you in the can and catch up.
tapping the top of his helmet. Doesn't that mean there's police around?
Massive bikes is behind us in this left-hand lane, so.
Well, that'll just add to the Chattanooga evening drive home, I guess. Adam, if you will, let us know when to start shutting it down. Yeah, there you go, Russ. Just be ready to shut it down. We don't need that side of the red light. Let's get this side over here. I'll get this red light right here, this ramp.
You think I'm off next?
Yeah, it's going up to stop inbound from on Lee Highway, so nobody comes inbound from Lee Highway. How you doing?
Good morning. After whatever.
Well, good afternoon. Yeah, we're looking for 500 bikes, so yeah, just keep it shut down. Should take about 15 minutes for them to all get through. 10, 15 minutes, no joke.
You have the power to hold on both hands. Everybody stops.
Theoretically. Not always, but theoretically.
All right. Well, I'm on the median out there. I'll wait
Yeah.
until everything goes fine.
The road guards for this thing have to get extra motorcycle training from either AMA or somebody else before they can. They have to get advanced training before they can actually work as road guards, just to help make them safer riders, so they can safely work with this traffic and work with all these motorcycles, get them there safely. So there's a lot of work involved with part of these guys. Let's pull in behind him here. Smile for the camera. Thank you. I like that sign. I always go wherever I want, unless my wife tells me something else. pull in. We'll just do a U-turn and point ourselves back out. Well, I've got to say that was just incredibly cool. All these guys that riding across the country. Kind of had a neat moment there. My youngest kid last year actually did a video for his Eagle Scout project. We interviewed Vietnam veterans on YouTube, and interviewed these veterans and he put together a stellar 30-minute documentary interviewing a bunch of veterans from this ride, telling their story about when they served in Vietnam. And it's actually a pretty daggum cool video that he put together. He gets his video editing skills from me. He's always helped me out with video stuff in the past, and he took that and ran with it. But if you go on YouTube, look for Vietnam veterans, Vietnam Stories of Survivors, Vietnam Stories of Survivors. You'll be able to pull up that video where he interviewed these veterans. Kind of cool stuff, but it's pretty neat seeing all these guys here in Chattanooga. We got to escort them in. Way cool, Chattanooga Motor Cops. But actually we were honored just to be able to be in the presence of a lot of these heroes. So kind of cool stuff.